Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The last lecture we spoke about the additional role of the probabilities, and we defined the mutually exclusive event and non-mutually exclusive events. In this lecture, now we are going to speak about the multiplication rule and conditional probability. For the additional rule, we said that probability of A or B equal to B of A plus B of B if they are mutually exclusive, and if they are not, then be B of A plus B of B minus B of A and B. For the multiplication rule, we are speaking about dependent and independent events. Two events, A and B, are independent events if the fact that A occurred does not affect the probability of B occurring. If getting A is not affecting the probability of getting B, we call these are independent events. If they are independent, if we have two events, A and B are independent, then to find the probability of A and B, and will be used for the multiplication. We said before that or is used for addition rule. Now and will be for multiplication rule. So P of getting A and B will be P of A multiplied by P of B. This is if A and B are independent. To get A or for A to happen is not affecting B to happen. They are independent. For example, a coin is flipped and a die is rolled. I have two events. Coin, this is A, and this is B. Find, or these are two experiments, probability experiments. Find the probability of getting a head on the coin and 6 on the die. Head on the coin, this is the first event, and 6 on the die is the second event. And we can see that getting a head on the coin is not affecting to get 6 in the die, or on the die. So getting a head on the coin is not affecting the getting 6 on the die. So these are independent. So let's say A is getting a head. On the coin. And B is getting a 6. On the die. Now I need to find P of A and. So P of A and B is equal to, since they are independent, will be P of A multiplied by P of B. P of A multiplied by P of B. Now getting ahead, it is 1 over 2. Because for the coin, we have either head or tail. So head will be 1 out of 2. For the getting 6, we have only 1 6 out of 6 faces. So this will be 1/2 multiplied by 1 over 6 equal to 1 over 12. So this is the idea of independent events. To find P of A and B, it's just we need to multiply the two probabilities. Another example. A bag contained 3 red balls, 2 blue balls, and 5 white balls. A ball is selected and its color noted. Then it is replaced. You have to take care of this word. It is replaced. It was put in back in the bag, was returned in the bag. A second ball is selected and its color is noted. Find the probability of selecting two white balls. See, we have a bag. This is bag. Contains 3 red, 1, 2, 3. These are 3 red. 2 blue, 1, 2. Sorry, blue. Need to use B. And 5 white. I'll use this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the total is 10 balls in this bag. We need to find the probability of selecting 2 white balls. It means I need to find the probability of getting white in the first selection and white in the second trial. So I have to check getting white in the first one and white in the second one. I have two events, getting white and getting white, the second one. Are these two events are independent or dependent? Selecting white ball in the first trial. Does it affect the selecting white in the second one? Or does it change the probability of getting white in the second one or not? The word is, or the word of replaced means we choose one white getting white in the first one is 1 out of 10. This is, we write it as getting white and getting white. Should we multiply by this or not? I have to check, are these independent or not? So getting white in the first time is 1 out of 10. Sorry, not one. It is 5 out of 10 because I have 5 whites. 5 out of 10. Because I have 5 white balls. It is 5 over 10. Now it was replaced. We take it out, then we put it back again. So inside the bag now, we have 5 white balls. So the second one is again 5. We have 5 balls out of 10. The first time we have 5 balls. We take 1 ball and we put it back in the bag. So still we have 5 balls after we put it back. It means that choosing a white ball in the second time is still 5 out of 10. So the probability of getting a white ball in the second time was not changed, still the same, 5 out of 10. Since the probability is not changed, it means the two events are independent. So this word, replace or put it back, means this keeps the two events are independent. Selecting white ball in the first time, is independent of selecting white ball in the second choice. So these are independent events, and the probability of getting white and white will be B of white multiplied by B of white. That will be 5 out of 10 multiplied by 5 out of 10, which is equal to 25 out of 100, or this is 1 over 4. Because these are independent. So we have to be careful about this one. Second part, selecting 1 red ball and then 1 white ball. Since we replace the ball from the first time, this will be also independent. If we return the ball inside the bag, it will be independent. So the probability of getting red and white will be B of red multiplied by B of white. Again, this is independent. we have 2 or 3 red. We have 3 red balls. So this will be 3 out of 10 because we have 10 balls inside the bag. Multiplied by 5 out of 10, that will be 15 over 100. Or it is divided by 5, it will be 3 divided by 20. So getting red and white again, and it means multiplication. So it is P of R, red ball, multiplied by probability of getting white. That will be 3 out of 10 multiplied by 5 out of 10. That will be 3 over 20. Now, when the outcome of the first event affect the outcome of the second event in such a way that the probability is changed, then the events are said to be dependent events. If chosen, the first one is affecting the probability of getting the second one, these are dependent. If they are dependent, we say that probability of A and B will be B of A multiplied by B of B slash or bar A. It means probability of B after choosing the first event. To explain this one, a bag contains 3 red balls, 2 blue balls, and 5 white balls. We are going to use the same example, the above one. I have 3 red and 2 blue and 5 white. Now I need to select 2 white balls, B of W and W. The question says that a ball is selected and is color noted without replacement. Without replacement. It means that when we choose one ball, we will not return it back to the bag. So in this case, getting white in the first time is 5 out of 10. So we choose one white ball and take it out. Okay. Now we didn't return this back in the bag, which means that the remaining ball inside the bag will be 9 balls, not 10. So the probability is changed because the total number is not 10. I don't have 10 balls anymore. I have only 9. Also, I have 4 white balls inside the bag, not 5. So you can see that the probability is changed or was changed, which means these two events are dependent, not independent. Since they are dependent, so the second one will be choosing will be getting white after we getting white, because these are 2 white balls. We remove 1 white ball without replacement, so the remaining will be 4 out of 9. After we removed 1 white ball, I have only 4, and the total number will be 9 balls. This is not 10. So 5 times 4 is equal to 20 divided by 90. This is the idea of the dependent events. I got 20 over 90, or this is equal to 2 out of 9. 2 out of 9. Before it was, the first one, it was 1 out of 4, but now it is 2 out of 9. But these are dependent events. Now this example now, selecting 1 red ball and then 1 white ball to find V of red and white. It will be V of red multiplied by V of white after we select red. White after we select red. We have 3 red balls divided by 10. The total is 10. Now we removed 1 ball, so inside the bag we will have 9 balls. After we removed 1 red ball, I will have 9 balls inside the bag. And the white balls, we have 5. So we have, or the probability of white after we choose red, it is 5 ball out of 9, not out of 10, because we removed 1 ball. So it is 5 out of 10. That will be 15 over 90, or I can just simplify. This is 3, 1, this will be 3, this is 1, this is 2. So it will be 1 out of 6, or 1 over 6. So the probability will be 1 over 6. So this is the idea of multiplication rule, and this is the idea of dependent and independent event. If they are independent, we just simply find the probability of A multiplied by probability of B. If they are dependent, it means if the selecting of the first event will affect the probability of the second one, then we multiply the probability after removing or finding the probability of the first event. P of A multiplied by B of A, or B after choosing A.